We'll be discussing that at midnight. But first, let's speak to Van Connor, a film critic who's going to tell us all what we should be watching if there is anything new to watch. Hi, Van.
Hi, Petrie. I mean, that's quite the stuff. That puts me on the spot right there. Gun to head. Is any of this worth watching? The good news is I'm going to give you 2 movies this week, and they're both worth watching.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, let's kick off.
Also, I just got to say, by the way, I'm loving the outfit. I'm loving that colour on you.
Oh, thank you. I'm getting loads of compliments tonight. That's nice.
Credit where it's due.
That's very sweet. Make me blush. Van, thank you. The Royal Hotel. Tell me about this.
So, Royal Hotel is a new movie from writer-director Kitty Green, who brought us The Assistant a few years ago with Julia Garner. Julia Garner then went on to, instant BuzzFeed-level fame because she starred in the... what was the Shondaland series about the fake heiress on Netflix?
Oh,
Inventing
that was
Anna.
Brilliant. Inventing Anna. That was superb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's brilliant in that. I mean, she's brilliant in The Assistant, but she's really, really brilliant in Inventing Anna. And now, director of that, star of Inventing Anna, and that are back together. They've got Jessica Henwick in the mix as well. And what you've got is effectively like a Straw Dogs level psychological horror thriller. Ooh. It's about two young American, sort of college-age girls who go backpacking in Australia. They run out of money, so they get a job tending bar in like a remote mining town for a few weeks in the Australian desert. And wouldn't you know it, they're not there 5 minutes. And before you could say Straw Dogs, things are a little bit creepy. I've got a clip for you.
Brilliant.
This is things starting to escalate in the world of the Royal Hotel.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Down the back, up the stairs.
Down the back.
Up the stairs, mate.
You're the new girls.
Yeah. We're on vacation. We should be on a beach somewhere.
We have sunshine and booze in a box. Let's put up with it for a few weeks. Make some cash. It'll toughen us up.
Right. Gold is for coal gold. Red is Redland. Honey's in his hand.
You get him a beer. Why'd you want to come all the way out here?
It was the furthest away.
Yeah, that sounds like it is going to be creepy.
Yeah, there's the setup there for something really suspenseful and really terrifying. Right? And in all the ways you can imagine, and then some.
Oh, no.
This taps into, natural feminine paranoia, which, understandable enough stuff, but it also taps into, like I said, the more extreme Straw Dogs level stuff, whether you're then kicking this up a notch. Great performances, Jessica Henwick, Julia Garner, Hugo Weaving, Elrond from Lord of the Rings as owner of the Royal Hotel. Worth it just to see him kind of slumming it up, just being like a fat middle-aged guy with a big beard.
Yeah.
And not classy, Elrond, Agent Smith type. I really like this. This is really something. And I'll say, if you're a fan of movies like Malice, Dead Calm, Straw Dogs, things like that, this is where you want to go this week.
Oh, brilliant. That sounds great. And that is in cinemas?
That is in cinemas, the Royal Hotel.
This one sounds interesting. Bottoms.
Yeah, Jill, thank you, by the way, for being the only presenter I have talked about this with who didn't introduce that with "Let's talk about bottoms." Thank you for that, Petrie. Thank you. You're a class act. I appreciate that. Right.
I try.
Bottoms is a new movie. Funnily enough, it's directed by the writer of Booksmart, and the film itself bears an uncanny resemblance to Superbad and Booksmart, which are already the same kind of movie and even starred siblings, Jonah Hill and Beanie Feldstein in that case. Here you've got a movie that would pretty much fit in the Mataland 3 vaguely related films box set structure of film release. So you'd release these 3 together. Best described as what would happen if you got those 2 movies and smashed them together with Mean Girls. You've got 2 best friends, sort of losery high school best friends, but they happen to be gay teenage girls. So you've got the Superbad Booksmart formula with LGBT creds going for it. And the idea here is that in the wake of certain deplorable acts of aggression and threatening behavior from young boys in their school towards the female populace, they set up what they call a fight club. In actuality, a self-defense class that the school then lauds them for, for being proactive and being forward-thinking. However, in reality, their motivations are not anywhere near as magnanimous, and they're actually just doing it to, for lack of a better parlance, get some. So as you can imagine, this leads to all sorts of wacky hijinks. I've got a clip for you, and this is effectively the Jonah Hill of our set, just demonstrating how awful they are at hitting on their desired love interests.
Hey, Brittany!
PJ,
I am loving all the holes in your pants.
thanks. You look like a little Dutch boy.
Thank you. So, Britt, can I call you Britt?
I'd prefer if you just called me my name.
Brittany.
No, not that.
Brittany, are you thinking of riding a Ferris wheel at all tonight?
I wasn't. I'm going on the Puke and Duke. I need a pull trick.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to say something crazy. I think you can eat food, digest it, let it marinate, poop it out.
Gross.
Yeah, I hope your chat-up lines are better than that, Van.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, Petrie. When I'm really feeling my swagger, I go James Spader. Michael Cera has never really been my benchmark. James Spader, yes.
Yeah.
Duchovny if I'm feeling really cocksure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But this is really, really good fun. I think it's one of those films as well. It's one of those great films that I think works its LGBT credentials, but does so in a way that manages to feel really inclusive and universal to the heterosexual community as well. Like some of the dating parables in there are really universal. Like you hear that clip and how awkward that is. Just that conversation with that person you had a crush on when you were a teen, and you feel the relation there. Again, it's enough to choke over, Petrie, believe me.
That's exactly what I am doing. Yeah, my chat-up lines are no better.
Your chat-up lines to choke?
Yeah, exactly. Then you get help, right?
I'll be honest, if you're dressed like this, I'll take it, but still.
Tell me about Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott has become my hero this week because Ridley Scott's got Napoleon. I'm seeing Napoleon next Thursday, I think. I can't wait. Clearly going to be destined for Oscar fame. And obviously, he's Ridley Scott, so he's getting interviewed left, right and centre now. Profile pieces, left, right, galore. He's done one in the New Yorker in which it's been brought up that certain people, like our very own historian Dan Snow, have taken to Twitter to smack talk Ridley Scott's sense of historical accuracy. Ridley Scott, that guy who made a few films. He made Exodus, the Moses movie, things like that.
Alien, that was accurate.
Well, I mean, that's about as accurate as I remember any alien encounter ever being. It's exactly as accurate as I remember Sigourney Weaver being
exactly.
But Ridley Scott was asked about the historical accuracy, things like Napoleon firing cannonballs at the pyramids, things like that. He went home. He thought long and hard about this, clearly. He got his thoughts together. He articulated his thoughts. He got before a microphone and he said, get a life.
Good.
And... good for him, I say. Good for him.
Yeah.
The world is a better place.
Absolutely. Shut up.
Exactly.
It's a movie. Exactly. I want to talk to you about something because we haven't got time to talk about all of your topics, but Highlander I loved, and I've always wondered why they didn't remake it, because it seemed to be ripe to be remade with all the modern technology. And they're doing that.
Well, they've got you covered. They've got you covered now. So not only are they remaking Highlander, not only is it a remake of Highlander from the writer-director of John Wick.
Wow.
It also stars Henry Cavill. So Henry Cavill, aka Superman, The Witcher.
Really?
You're getting a butch AF Connor McLeod.
I'm excited.
Who actually speaks with a British accent, not an English one, admittedly in this case because he's still a McLeod, but he's still. But the most important part about all of this is, if you're going to remake Highlander, there's one thing you need, and it's not forever. But it's not a deranged Scotsman playing an Egyptian, I'm sad to say. It is, in fact, you need the Queen soundtrack.
Absolutely.
And apparently, we are getting the Queen soundtrack.
That is brilliant, because I couldn't watch it without that. It would be wrong. It just
take away the swords
work.
and the kilts before you take away Queen.
Absolutely. You know, what was the song something we live forever? What's that? The haunting
Who
tune.
Wants to Live
Who
Forever?
Wants to Live
I
Forever?
believe.
That is it.
Yeah.
That is the song of the film, isn't it? That is everything.
It's a kind of magic, is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, oh, Van. You are the man. Van Connor, thank you very much indeed, and thanks for covering my choking episode as well. It was very appreciated. Van Connor there, film critic.